Good morning. Welcome to Spring Piston Rifle Fever and Lone Wolf Strength Training. Today we're going to take a look at The Strongest Shall Survive by Bill Starr, Strength Training for Football Players, or for football. And this is a golden nugget for sure. This is a book that will help people that train naturally to become extremely strong and muscular. So today, on this portion, we are going to dive into machine weight equipment to see what we can find out about that. So he has a chapter here in chapter 18, those extraordinary exercise machines and evaluation. So he has different things down here, different little sections, the machines versus the free weights, bases of evaluation, an overview of the machines. Machines are safer than free weights. That doesn't mean they're safer than free weights. It's just evaluations. He does a thorough, in-depth look into these things. The idea that people can train faster on machines than free weights. Weight room services as a meeting place. Lack of variation on the machines. The machines are neat and compact, and they're with free weights. The machines are neat and compact. There is no cleanup problem with the free versus the free weights. Down here at the bottom, there is no theft problem with machines. There is with the free weights. So I want to get after the most important nugget in here. Free weights are better instruments for gaining strength, because they were saying that, especially Arthur Jones was saying that the Nautilus system was superior to free weights. So in here, Bill Starr, he did a lot of research. He went around and spoke to lots of strength trainers, powerlifters, Olympic weightlifters, and such, to find out their results of training with the Nautilus or the machines, to find out how they did on it. So down here at the bottom, it talks about Ken Patera. It says, a great many of my lifting friends utilize the Nautilus program in hopes of becoming more proficient in their chosen sport. Their lifts progressively dropped, and the venture was abandoned. Ken Patera, who was the strongest athlete in the world with the conclusion of his lifting career, related his experience with the Nautilus to me. He says, I went to the Nautilus system in hopes of finding a faster way of retaining or perhaps even improving my strength, since I travel so much in professional wrestling. I have little time for long workouts. The first few times I went through the Nautilus program, I was exhausted, but within 2 weeks I was going through the required exercises not only twice but 3 times, and I was not even breathing heavy at the end. When I started the Nautilus program, I was bench pressing 435 pounds for a single. After just 3 weeks, I had dropped below 400 pounds. But I felt that if I persevered, I would start climbing back. After a month, I was down to 385 pounds. At that point, I had enough, and I started training with the free weights again. I felt that I gave a fair test, and it failed. And down below here, I'll read into that a little bit also. He says, I've met at least 50 athletes who have had similar experiences. The top 2 physique men in the world at that time, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbu, both related that their strength dropped after going on the Nautilus program. So it goes on and on talking about how worthless these machines are. And I don't care if it's hammer strength or what it is. Sure, you can use it as a supplement to your strength training, but why? If you want to, fine. That's your choice. I'm just relating the truth to you. Strength training, and here he relates that strength training from a barbell will translate into a machine. But there's no way in the world that training on a machine will translate into strength for a barbell work. For instance, I was thinking about this back when I was, I think, a freshman in high school, and we did weight training, and our coach let us use barbells or the Nautilus equipment. And I remember bench pressing on the Nautilus equipment, and I was thinking I was getting pretty strong. And then I remember one day switching over to the barbells, and I was very weak. All that work on the Nautilus translated into zip. And here he says that he thinks that since the machines are balanced, they don't work your joints very well. And I would agree. They do not work your stabilizer muscles or your joints very hard, since there's no need to balance a machine. So a barbell needs requirement of balance, but one other aspect that he did not speak of in here is your nervous system. Your nervous system is on high fire time when it has to balance something. When there's no need to balance it, your nervous system is more dormant. It's not in full drive, versus lifting something that is unbalanced and heavy and awkward. That's the main reason why barbells are much more superior than any hammer strength, any machine junk that you will find out there. If you want real strength, use barbells and dumbbells. So you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, definitely would highly appreciate that. You have an awesome day.